Hey, listen, Living Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. We're here for Friday Night Smackdown, coming off of the Bad Blood pay-per-view. We have a huge night ahead of us. We're kicking the show off with the new Smackdown Women's Champion in action, and the night will be ending tonight with the Undisputed Era's Gold Celebration. So here comes Nikki Cross to the ring, a former SmackDown Women's Champion. So the former SmackDown Women's Champion making her way to the ring. Actually, this time last year when Nikki Cross became SmackDown Women's Champion. She's taking on, as I said, the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Toni Storm. Do I need to say it? I'll say it. She's so cool she wears sunglasses over her sunglasses. Toni Storm making her way to the ring. She got a shock championship victory at Bad Blood this past weekend, and now she makes her way to the ring tonight. She takes on Nikki Cross in her first test as champion. Here we go. Cross and Storm. They lock up. And now Toni Storm wrenching into the arm of Nikki Cross, kicks her down to one knee. Toni Storm. Oh, forcing back on the arm again, but Nikki Cross fights back. Storm went for a headbutt. Nikki Cross grabs her, throws her into the corner. Off the turnbuckle, Toni Storm, knee to the back from Nikki. And now Nikki Cross went for a kick to the back. Toni Storm out of the way. Toni Storm rolls her through into a cover on Cross. Same way she won the title from Baszler. 2. No! Nikki Cross kicks out. Nikki Cross with a right hand, chopping to Toni Storm, knocking her back. Nikki Cross has her down, smacks her in the face. And down goes Toni Storm. Storm back to her feet. There's a chop. And Toni Storm caught by Nikki Cross into a suplex. Nikki Cross with a kick to Toni Storm. And now Cross looking to prove herself tonight. Just mocking Toni Storm at the moment. But Storm, gonna make her pay. She grabs Nikki Cross. She throws her across the ring. And now Storm picking Cross up to her feet, right hand. Kicks her in the ribs, pops her up into inside cradle suplex, takes her off her feet. Picking her back up to her feet now, and Toni Storm with Nikki Cross went for a right. Toni Storm grabs Cross. Cross throws her over the top rope. Storm with Cross. Whoa. Right hand to the back, and again, Toni Storm firing away. And backstabber to Nikki Cross. And now Toni Storm, kick to the ribs. For another, Nikki Cross sends her up the ropes, and Cross. No, kick to the back by Toni Storm, who clotheslines her. And now Toni Storm picks Nikki Cross back up to her feet. Right hand. And big clothesline takes her off her feet. Out of the ring goes Nikki Cross, and now Nikki Cross pulls herself back up on the apron. Oh! She fires back against Toni Storm. Back into the ring comes Cross. Cross with Storm off her feet. Kick to the back from Nikki Cross. Cross looking to put away the SmackDown Women's Champion tonight. Get herself potentially on the road to becoming a 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion. She sends her now off the ropes, and Toni Storm, no, kicks at the knee of Nikki Cross. Right hand. Backstabber. And now Storm with Cross back up to her feet. Right hand. Went for another. Nikki Cross counters. Nikki Cross, right hand of her own. And now Cross with Storm. Throws her into the corner. Nikki Cross kicks her down. Cross body. Nikki Cross has her down, and Cross again just showing off a little bit while she's at it. Kicks her down now. Nikki Cross into a cover. 1, 2, no. And now Nikki Cross picking her up to her feet again. Cross with Storm into the corner. Nikki Cross grabs her and spins her around. And Nikki Cross, what's she thinking? She turns Toni Storm upside down. She hangs her up to dry. And what's Nikki Cross? Oh my God! Nikki Cross has her hung up. Storm trying to get herself free. Her feet are tangled. Nikki Cross gonna go coast to coast. Takes Toni Storm off her feet. Nikki Cross with a coast to coast. Did not see that coming. Into a cover. Nikki Cross. 1. No! Storm kicks out. Storm fighting back up to her feet. Nikki Cross grabs her. Went for a neck breaker. Storm knocks her away. Drop kick from Toni Storm. Toni Storm now picks her up to her feet, and Storm, right hand, turns her around. Toni Storm, big German suplex. Takes Cross off her feet. Turns her over. Into a cover. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, no. And now Toni Storm into Storm 0 to Nikki Cross. 1, 2, no. Nikki Cross finds a way to kick out a Storm 0. Toni Storm picking her back up to her feet now, and Toni Storm, right hand. And Toni Storm taken down by Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross now grabs Toni Storm, and Nikki Cross with Storm, taking her towards the corner now, puts her in the ropes. Nikki Cross grabs her. Whoa, she's thrown over the top. Toni Storm, right hand, pulls her into, punching her in the back again, and again, and again, and again, and into a backstabber. Toni Storm now picks Cross back up to her feet, and Storm, right hand, Cross with the forearm. Nikki Cross grabs her, and Cross throws her out of the ring. And now Nikki Cross just showing off as Toni Storm is down. Cross with Storm up to her feet. Cross, no. Storm counters. Toni Storm grabs her, and Storm throws her back into the ring. Went to shove her away. And Toni Storm, no. Cross takes her down. Right hands raining down on Toni Storm. And now Toni Storm dragged away by Nikki Cross. And what's Nikki Cross thinking? Oh, Cross! Feet on the ropes, but Storm shoves her off. And Storm looks at her like, what the hell? And Storm knocking her off her feet now. Toni Storm went for a kick. Nikki Cross catches her. Nikki Cross caught with another drop kick. And now Storm with Cross up to her feet, and Toni Storm, right hand. And now she pulls Toni Storm, or she pulls Nikki Cross in. She picks her up. She suplexes her. And now Toni Storm with Nikki Cross up to her feet, slaps her in the face. Goes for a forearm, but Cross counters. Cross grabs Storm, throws her into the corner. Nikki Cross kicks her down again. Crossbody again from Nikki Cross. And now Nikki, cover again. 1, 2, no. And now Nikki Cross, calling her up to her feet, and Cross gonna look for. No, went for a neck breaker. Toni Storm countered. Storm into a second. Storm 0 to Nikki Cross. Into a Storm 0 into the cover. 1, 2, 3. The SmackDown Women's Champion gets an impressive win in the opening contest. Huge win for Toni Storm tonight, proving she's the SmackDown Women's Champion for a reason. Will she be able to put Shayna Baszler down again when they meet at Survivor Series in a 2 out of 3 falls match? Well, who knows, but we're going to see what's going on with the rest of SmackDown. So Toni Storm with an impressive win in our opening contest. Drew Gulak and Tony Nese get a tag team win over the Hurt Business. Bray Wyatt knocks off Sheamus in some singles action. Shayna Baszler gets a win over Carmella. Up next, Bobby Lashley is going to take on Drew McIntyre, and we can't really have a graphic for it because the game won't really let me. The main event, we're going to be seeing the Undisputed Era Championship Celebration. Cole, Strong, Fish, and O'Reilly, dripping in gold. Here comes the CEO of the Hurt Business. Bobby Lashley with MVP in his corner, making his way to the ring. Lashley and MVP, the Hurt Business. We already saw 2 members of the Hurt Business come up short earlier in Cedric Alexander and Noam Dar. So Bobby Lashley making his way to the ring. Here comes Drew McIntyre. Former World Heavyweight Champion in his own right, Drew McIntyre. McIntyre looking to try and get himself back in world title contention. Lashley looking to do the same, looking to get himself into the world title picture. So McIntyre and Lashley, a WrestleMania main event worthy match, if you will. Ha ha, ha ha. I'm like 2 months late, I know. So here we go, Lashley and McIntyre one-on-one. Lashley immediately grabs Drew, goes for a suplex. Drew with a knee strike. And now Drew, right hand. Drew McIntyre firing away on Lashley. Headbutts him, puts him in the ropes. And Drew. Good God, look at this. Reverse Alabama slam to Lashley. MVP felt that one. There's a chop. Lashley. Overhead belly to belly. Kick to the back, takes him off his feet. And now Drew trying to get back to his feet. Lashley, no, Drew back to his feet. Spins around. Lashley with Drew. Hurls him off the turnbuckle and down he goes. There's a kick to the back. Turns him over. Lashley. This grabs Drew by the waist. Gut wrenches him. Into a cover. 1, 2, no. There's a right hand, Lashley. Elbow strike puts him in the ropes. And now Lashley with McIntyre. Off the ropes. No. Drew counters. For a headbutt, counter from Lashley. Lashley. No. Drew with a right hand knocks him back. Drew headbutts him. And went for a right. Lashley with a kick. Lashley shoves him down. And now Lashley drags Drew away from the ropes. Lashley into a cover. 1, 2, no, Drew McIntyre. Shoulders up at 2. Right hand from Lashley. He grabs Drew. Lashley suplexes him. And now Lashley with McIntyre up to his feet, and Lashley, good God, trying to lift him up over his head, but Drew DDTs him. Drew with Lashley back up now. Drew kicks him in the ribs. Goes for it again, but Lashley knocking back the Scottish psychopath. He throws him overhead with a belly-to-belly. Into a cover. 1, 2, no. Goes for a kick. Drew went for a boot. McIntyre off the ropes. Clothesline. And now Drew McIntyre with Lashley. Headbutt. Drew McIntyre looking for the end. 3, 2, 1. Claymore. 1, 2. No. Not many people can kick out of the Claymore, but Bobby Lashley appears to be one of them. Right hand from Drew, and another. And now McIntyre firing away on Lashley. Lashley with a right hand of his own. And now Lashley throws Drew in the corner, and Lashley with a clothesline. There's an elbow strike. And now Bobby Lashley picks Drew back up to his feet, and Lashley picks up Drew. Hanging suplex. And Lashley just showing off his power right now. Suplexes McIntyre. And now what's Lashley got to do? Well, I think we know. Oh, he kicks Drew. He's got to keep him down. Here we go. Lashley into the corner now. And Lashley's turn. He's going to look for... Spear! No! McIntyre out of the way. McIntyre. Huge clothesline. And Drew. Headbutt! No! Lashley counters. Lashley. McIntyre down to his knees. He knocks Lashley back with a right. And another. And a third. Lashley knocked back by Drew. McIntyre with a headbutt. Puts Lashley in the ropes. Drew again gonna look for that Alabama slam. And again, he's gonna hit it. And now Drew picking Lashley up to his feet, and Drew McIntyre. And for a headbutt, Lashley knocks him into the ropes. Lashley with McIntyre. Off the ropes, Lashley body checks him. And there's an elbow strike. Lashley turns McIntyre over, and Lashley grabs him, lifts him for the gut wrench, slams him down again into a cover. 1, 2, no. Drew again kicks out. And now Lashley turns McIntyre over, and Lashley, oh, wait a minute. Lashley, we don't see this very often. Running power slam. He picks Drew back up to his feet again, and Lashley grabs Drew, pops him up, holding him up still again for that suplex, and Drew McIntyre's going for a ride. Lashley drops him. And Lashley now having to catch his breath. Into the corner. Lashley again looking for it. Gonna try it again. Gonna go for spear. No. McIntyre out of the way. Drew. Claymore. No. Lashley out of the way. Lashley with a right hand. And now Lashley turns Drew around. Scoops him up. Slams him down. And Bobby Lashley. Right hand's coming down on McIntyre. What a matchup we've got going on right now. As Lashley now dragging Drew away from the ropes. Cover. 1. No. Drew again kicks out. Drew again has kicked out. And now Bobby Lashley with a stomp. Lashley with Drew back up to his feet again. And Lashley grabs Drew, who kicks him in the ribs. And Drew knocks him back. Right hand of his own. McIntyre scoops Lashley up and spins him out. Slams him into the mat. Down goes Bobby. And now Drew firing away on Lashley and stomps him in the ribs. And again, Lashley being taken down by McIntyre. And Drew now picks Lashley back up to his feet, and Drew McIntyre headbutt to Lashley. Lashley goes down, and Drew into the corner. Here we go for a second Claymore. That's going to be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. Good Lord, what a fight. McIntyre and Lashley just tried to break each other apart tonight, but Drew McIntyre is your winner. A big win for Drew McIntyre. But now, we're moving on. It's time for the Undisputed Era's Championship Celebration. Pretty exciting, actually. Here we go. Get ready. Because they are now dripping in gold. Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, the Undisputed Era, all the gold around their waists. Adam Cole cashed in Money in the Bank to become World Heavyweight Champion. Roderick Strong beat Nakamura, and of course, Fish and O'Reilly have been champions since SummerSlam. What does the Undisputed Era have to say? We can't get the photos because the game glitched out and they're doing the wrong entrance. Soak it in, boys. Let it all soak in. When we kicked down the doors to Smackdown after WrestleMania, I promised that the Undisputed Era was going to drip in gold, just like we did in NXT. Lo and behold, I kept my word once again. Just like when I won Money in the Bank, just like when I put Christian out of this company, and just like when Bobby, Kyle, and Roddy earned their championships, I have earned mine, and now Smackdown is undisputed. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the Smackdown General Manager. The Game, Triple H, making his way to the ring. What is going on? What is summoned Triple H out here to confront the Undisputed Era? The Game making his way to the ring. Here comes the General Manager getting into the ring, looking at all the Undisputed Era.
Adam, congratulations. You did it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of you, quite honestly. I really am. To see you all go from one of the hottest prospects of NXT to the top of the mountain here at SmackDown, I'm proud of you. But I have to warn you, son. I've been where you are. I've been at the top of the mountain. And when you're at the top of the mountain, there are always people trying to throw you off.
Whoa, hang on a minute, ringside. Johnny Gargano with a super kick to Kyle O'Reilly. Tommaso Ciampa jumping Bobby Fish, attacking that injured knee, that previously injured knee. RKO to Roderick Strong. And now back in the ring, Adam Cole trying to figure out Claymore.
Now, Christian may have let you guys run roughshod around here, but I do not let such things fly. I am going to make sure things go smoothly. Next week, we will have a fatal four-way to crown a #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, and SmackDown's newest acquisition. That's right. I made one more trade with Sandow before Season 3's draft. As for you two, Gargano, Ciampa, You fought for the Intercontinental Championship. You fought over the World Heavyweight Championship. I think it's time you two took things a step back. I think it's time you do it yourself. At Survivor Series, it will be Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish defending the Smackdown Tag Team Championships against Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. You two don't want to team together? Too bad. Figure it out. Game on.
Well, Gargano and Ciampa definitely don't want to team together. Oh, and Ciampa! Just proving that now with Project Ciampa to Gargano. Neither man gets to fight for the world title. They have to team together, and neither is happy. Back in the ring, Orton. RKO to McIntyre. Bryan with the running knee. Daniel Bryan with a running knee to Randy Orton. And out of all the chaos tonight, what was supposed to be the Undisputed Era's championship celebration, Daniel Bryan stands tall over everyone. See you all next week on SmackDown. Orton, Bryan, McIntyre, and the mystery SmackDown trade. I know, I'm sure you guys are real tired of mystery trades. I promise this is the last one before draft. Anyway, I'll see you all on Raw on Monday.